Howdy. How you doing? I hope you enjoyed that little skit Scott and I made about the dinosaur chase at the lake. It was a lot of fun to make that with my little buddy here, and I want to make more costumes for him in the future. Now this assignment, or project, was an assignment for school that involved 3D printing and fabrication. So I'm going to show you how I made the entire costume, from sewing all the way to printing and painting. Hope you enjoy it. Every project first starts off with the brainstorming and design phase. For me, I first started with the brainstorming phase, and I just thought of different ideas of costumes I can make for Scout. I finally arrived on my Dino Dog idea after watching Jurassic Park. What a great movie, we all love it. So for the design phase, what I first did is I made a bunch of different sketches of the scales and the spikes that I wanted to put on a dinosaur costume for Scout. Because I wanted to make him like a stegosaurus with the stegosaurus spikes, you know. So as I did, I went into Illustrator and I just drawn up a bunch of illustration sketches of spikes, and until I got a shape that I liked a lot. After the design phase, there's now the 3D modeling phase. So basically what I did was I took my Illustrator files and basically imported them into Rhino 7. Rhino 7 is a 3D fabrication software that you use to create 3D models and different things for 3D printing. So basically what I did was I took my Illustrator file, put it into Rhino 7, then I made vertical lines from the top to the bottom of my shape to create the dinosaur shape. I then took those lines and vertical lines and I pulled out the centers to give it that form. So basically I went from this to this to this. I then mirrored the two sides, lofted them to create my whole spike shape. I then cut off the bottom and then I designed a screw to go inside of the spike. What I did is I did a Boolean difference, which basically you take the screw and you put it inside of the dinosaur spike and it removes that area where the screw is, so we have a perfect rivet. After 3D modeling, the good idea before you print is to make a key shot or a 3D render. What I did was I took my 3D render from Rhino and I imported it into KeyShot. I then edited the material and then I added pictures of Scout to see a more complete view of the render. This is it before the printing phase, and it's always good to do this just to make sure that your prints come out the way you want them to before you print them. The final phase is the post-processing phase, or actually just creating the entire piece itself. So what I did was I created and started sewing my whole entire piece together. I got the fabric and the different elastic rails, and then I put it together and made the entire harmonious contraption. I then contacted different places for printing. This took a long time, which kind of stuck. I went to different companies and libraries to try to get them to print my models. After about a week, I found this great company located in my area, and they printed these amazing red pieces for me. The original color was red because I wanted to have that, red and green dinosaur theme. Now for the painting phase, what I did was I grabbed my spikes, my 3D printed spikes, and I put them on a cardboard piece of paper, and I got this cuties mesh, the mesh that they keep the cuties oranges in. I cut it up and I put it on top of my spikes. I got orange and yellow spray paint and spray painted over the spikes in the mesh. Once it dried, I removed the mesh and it showed this great scale pattern that made just the dinosaur scales feel more realistic and added a little bit of, to the end result.